Morning Emerson. Today we have more updates about yesterday's terrorist attack in Manhattan.
And we have an update on Robert Mueller's Russia probe in connection with the Donald Trump campaign.
And a Supreme Court blocking of part of Trump's transgender ban in the military.
All that and more today, Wednesday, November 1st. Good morning, I'm Ross Ketschke.
And I'm Maegan Cullinan. Today, our Emerson events correspondent, Brenna Epstein, got the scoop on Greek life at Emerson's Fired Up presentation.
And then catch our demo correspondent, Kate Nelson, to learn how to make a cool and personalized LED sign.
And lastly, we will be revealing and interviewing the hosts of this year's Evie Awards.
But now for this morning's top headlines. 8 people are dead following a shocking terrorist attack in New York City yesterday afternoon. Officials say 29-year-old Saifullo Saipov rammed pedestrians with a truck along a popular bike path in the Lower West Side of Manhattan. Investigators say Saipov migrated to the United States from Uzbekistan in 2010. He was shot by local police after crashing the rented pickup into a school bus and was taken to a local hospital. Later that afternoon in a press conference, Mayor Bill de Blasio said there's no doubt about it, this was an act of terrorism.
Let me be clear that based on the information we have at this moment, this was an act of terror, and a particularly cowardly act of terror aimed at innocent civilians, aimed at people going about their lives who had no idea of what was about to hit them.
Investigators found a note from Saipov saying the attack was inspired by ISIS. Police believe there is no immediate threat to the public and are conducting a joint investigation with the FBI and CIA.
Former Trump campaign aide George Papadopoulos pled guilty to giving false statements to the FBI on Monday. The confession is the closest connection Special Counsel Mueller's investigation has made between Russia and the Trump campaign so far. In May, Papadopoulos sent emails to a high-ranking campaign official with the subject line, "Request to Russia to meet Mr. Trump." He also lied about meeting with foreign nationals who had connections with Russian government officials. Former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort and official Rick Gates also surrendered to the Justice Department on Monday. Manafort and Gates' indictments open a new phase in the investigation into possible Russian influence in the 2016 presidential election.
The canceled contract between a Montana power company and the Puerto Rican government is now under investigation by the FBI. One day after Puerto Rico's governor, Ricardo Rossello, canceled a $300 million contract with Whitefish Power, the Wall Street Journal reported the FBI is probing the busted deal. Whitefish was hired to rebuild the electric grid that was completely destroyed by recent hurricanes. It is not immediately clear what part of the contract is being investigated, but concerns have been raised over how the power company was awarded the bid. Whitefish also has connection to the Donald Trump administration. Their CEO is a longtime acquaintance of Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke, and the company is based in the secretary's hometown. All parties involved have denied any wrongdoing in issuing that contract.
On Monday, a federal judge blocked some of the president's key provisions in banning transgender individuals from serving in the military. Judge Colleen Cotelli blocked the executive order concerning the enlistment and retention of transgender service members. Her order reverts the status quo that existed before the president issued the order in late August. Plaintiffs in the case argued that they are endangered by the inequality the ban imposes. Cotelli denied a defense argument request to delay the lawsuit. A spokesperson from the Justice Department said the Trump administration disagrees with the judge's decision and are evaluating their next possible steps.
Well, it was definitely cold outside on our way into GME this morning, so let's head outside now to our weather correspondent, Giulianti Bruno.
I'm out here in the Boylston Place alleyway this week, and things are finally starting to feel like fall. In weather news, powerful storms in the northeast have led to widespread power outages. Close to 1 million lost power when trees and branches hit power lines. And here in New England, winds reached hurricane force. In upstate New York, there was enough rain to cause some minor flooding. But shifting over to the weather here in Boston today, this morning skies are partly cloudy but will become overcast by the afternoon. Temperatures will hang around in the mid to lower 50s. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we'll be seeing some morning showers and humidity on Thursday and mostly cloudy skies on Friday, with that humidity still following us until Saturday when things cool back down a bit. Skies will be sunny and we'll have cool temps in the lower 50s to mid 40s. Sadly, Sunday will bring us some more rain, but we'll enjoy this fall weather while we have it. That's all I have for weather. Up next, we have Brenna Epstein covering an Emerson Fraternity Sorority Life event.
Hello, I am Brenna Epstein, and I am here at 216 Tremont Street, home of the Billboardy Theater, where we are here today with Dr. Colleen Melchiori, who is here to talk to some of our Greek life students about how to maintain healthy relationships in Greek life. Do you think that this trying to get rid of the stigma behind sororities, do you think that it's helpful in the sense that they're trying to build up community and trying to improve relationships?
I mean, I actually don't think that we have as big of a stigma about fraternity and sorority life at Emerson. I think since it's so small and very specific, I feel like people pretty much know what we're all about and what we're getting into, but it's still a good moment to reflect about what we can do better in our organizations.
I attended Cullinan's presentation last semester, and it was really informative for me. I took a lot away from that, and I used that this semester as a recruitment chair for TA. So a lot of the methods of, question asking, talking to people, I used that when we were at the org fair or when we were doing promo tables. So I take a lot away from these presentations. I think Cullinan's really great. She does a great job.
So Fired Up is coming up on our 15-year anniversary. We are an organization that believes that fraternities and sororities can change the world. We teach people how to do fraternity and sorority in a really good and meaningful way. Fired Up sort of was built on this tenet that we can do fraternity and sorority better. It can be the safest place on a college campus for people to explore life, to be a part of something, to fail, to succeed, to have love away from home, to have people to do life with. And if we do it right, if we exfoliate some of the dangerous and antiquated behaviors that we might sometimes see in the news media or whatever, if we exfoliate hierarchies and just be about inclusion and love and support, and we know that when people come together, they really have the power to impact things, and fraternity and sorority is a big vessel for that. And so what I hope is that students think about themselves and the relationships that they develop with each other as being one of the most powerful tools in their arsenal. And so I would hope that they kind of shift their thinking into understanding and knowing that the fraternal experience is really about building really deep, meaningful relationships, and that fraternity and sorority recruitment is about relationship building and people joining others. Fraternity and sorority can seem really scary, right? Because it's something that's foreign to us. They have these weird letters, and they have chants and handshakes and secret stuff that whatever. When you peel that stuff away, what you have is people that are incredible and remarkable, and will have your back and will challenge you to become the very best version of yourself, but love you when you're not. And so I would really encourage and invite people watching this to take a second look at Greek life. It is about building lifelong friendships and having a home away from home and having a place to succeed and fail with people that really love you. When we do fraternity and sorority right, we love each other without judgment and without condition, and we become a safe place on a college campus for people to grow and develop.
As you can see, Fired Up is attempting to break the stigma of college sororities, and that begins with developing healthy relationships and making long-lasting friendships. For Good Morning Emerson, this is Brenna Epstein.
Thanks, Brenna. When we come back, the top entertainment stories with Jose.
Our debates are on fire. Oh no, why did I say that? Oh no, I'm on fire still, it is so hot. Why have I done this? Oh no, I'm still on fire, but watch Speechless on the Emerson Channel. It's really good and full of action.
Welcome back. We're here with our entertainment correspondent, Jose, as well as Giuliana, to talk about some cool stuff going on. So what do we have today?
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about the newest season of Stranger Things.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, The Weeknd and Selena Gomez's breakup and Nicole Kidman's pledge to help female directors. So, if you didn't already know, season 2 of Stranger Things just came out this past Friday. Everyone's been raving about it, some even claiming that this season's better than the last.
Bold statement.
Yeah. So, I really loved the jump forward in time to the Halloween season, which makes it even spookier, especially for those who binged it within the first few days. So, have you guys started watching the show? What are your opinions on it?
So I'm 5 episodes in, and I absolutely love it, and I swear if anyone spoils it for me, it's not going to be a fun rest of the show. It's been absolutely incredible so far. I don't know if I like it better. I have to wait until the end, but I definitely love what I've seen so far.
I've seen the whole season 2.
Have you?
They really stepped it up, right?
I did too. It was amazing. I couldn't stop watching it. I actually fell asleep watching it on Saturday night, woke up on Sunday, just grabbed my laptop and continued watching it in bed.
Yeah, you
That's
cannot
where it
stop
starts
watching
the
it. It's
day, yeah.
insane.
Something interesting that I found from it is they almost throw in your face even more that this show is in the 80s. Like they've got them playing Dig Dug and like so much stuff is just even more 80s in the first season, which I love.
Insane 80s soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. All right, moving on. So last week, The Weeknd and Selena Gomez broke up.
Aw.
They've been on the rocks and have had conversations concerning the future of their relationship this past summer. Another interesting thing to note is that Selena's been seen with Justin Bieber a couple times after the breakup. So The Weeknd isn't too happy about this. He says that Justin Bieber played no factor in their breakup, but there's still something fishy going on there. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that Giuliana is going to make a comeback?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Me too.
I mean, like, do you remember when at her concert somebody held up a poster that said something about Justin and she ripped it up or something like that? I mean, there was a reason she did that.
Yeah,
And I don't
exactly.
think she should go back to what hurt her. I think a lot of us tend to do that, getting really deep here.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but haven't they both also released like diss songs kind of about each other?
Oh, they
too?
totally have, yeah.
They've been like off and on for the past 3 years, and I just think like getting back into that would just be a bad thing for the both of
Yeah,
them.
and it's one thing to remain friends, especially when you're in the spotlight like that. Like, it's good to keep a good face forward, but getting back together might be a little much, a little too soon.
Selena does not need a man. Selena is
No
powerful.
way.
But on the other hand, it's not The Weeknd's right to tell her or, you know, talk about her relationships.
Right. And Selena has said that they're like only just friends because they've gone through similar situations where they're both like in the spotlight and having trouble like managing that and managing their life in front of like the public eye.
Right, yeah.
So it's definitely hard. And so finally, actress Nicole Kidman said in an interview that she pledges to work with a female director every 18 months. This comes from her win of Glamour magazine's Women of the Year, and she wants to be an activist for women in the film industry, and she quotes, "To be an advocate, you must put things into action. This pledge could be a starting point for more opportunities for women in the film industry." So do you guys think that more women will come forward and join her in this pledge? Or what else do you think could be done to help women in the film industry?
I think they will. I certainly hope that they do, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think what Nicole's doing is like a great thing.
That's awesome because a lot of women have started coming forward ever since the sexual assault allegations have come forward with a lot of men in the industry. And it's nice that they're speaking out about it, but now that Nicole actually has a plan and is taking action is really cool, and I hope it inspires other females.
And we can only hope that it's kind of a wake-up call to the entire industry, that it needs to be more inclusive and it needs to be run so that the industry is a safe place for everyone.
Right. I just feel like a bunch of changes need to be made in the industry to make it more progressive and equal opportunities for every people.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
All right, and now we have Victoria Gonzalez with some heartwarming stories that'll lift your day and make your day a little bit brighter. Here she is with our next segment, Bet You Didn't Know.
Thanks, Megan. I bet you to know these 3 stories that would cheer you up today. A pony named Tiny has found her new purpose in life visiting senior citizens in a nursing home after her retirement. Tiny experienced depression after her child jockey eventually grew too old for rides. Luckily, the elderly folks at the home love petting her, and her company enlightens everyone in the nursing home. Also, BBC Scotland's weather reporter, Causer Quamer, noticed an on-air mix-up of her name being accidentally labeled as Erin Ramsey, ex-offender. This caused her to giggle throughout her whole broadcast and immediately received tweets of her viewers saying how hilarious it was. She made it pretty hard to watch without getting the urge to giggle as well. Hopefully these stories help to brighten your day, even just a tiny bit. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back. We are here with our demo correspondent, Kate Nelson, who's going to show us how to make some really cool LED signs. So what do we have going on right now?
Okay, so you know when you walk into a store and there's, you know, the open sign and it's shining bright, or like a barber shop or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I personally think those are super cool. And I, you know, my dorm is a little bland, so I decided that I want one of those for my dorm. So I'm going to tell you guys how to make them.
Amazing.
Check it out.
We're gonna start with just a piece of paper. I went for the good old GME.
Very classic.
Yeah, a little cursive. Oh, it's classy. Yeah, so you start with an outline. Thank you. So you start with an outline, right? And then you take just a wire, right?
Some copper wire right there.
Some copper wire right here. And then I basically just traced the outline with the wire, right? So I was forming the wire to the outline. And then I took some super glue, which was pretty difficult at times. I still have it on my fingers. And I super glued this really nice little LED light to my copper wire, and the product is this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good morning, Emerson.
You know, and you know what? It also flashes.
Wow.
So we really do it all here at Good Morning Emerson.
It really is a good morning.
It really is a great morning.
So
and
about how long did this take to make?
To be honest with you, Ross, it took quite a while to really connect the LED to the wire, but I really think it's worth it, you know? I mean, it looks great, and you can hang it easily, you know, just like a few
This
thumbtacks.
is going to really step up the look to a dorm room.
I think it could step up, you know, even our set here.
Oh,
with
absolutely.
a little,
We'll have to do that for next week.
yeah.
Put a note in.
So it's very simple. Very easy, and I personally think it's really cool.
And where can we get a little light like this? It looks like it's just running off a couple little batteries. So
Yeah, you know, Amazon. You can get them on Amazon.
maybe around the holidays, some CVS might have something like
Yeah,
this.
you could probably get you know, like a Christmas like colored one or a Hanukkah colored one.
All right, very cool.
Anything like that. But yeah, that's our LED light.
That is fantastic. Stay tuned after this break for your morning cup of Joe with your weekly sports updates.
Oh my God! Sam, come here. You're gonna want to see this.
Oh my God, is that true?
Yeah, the incoming freshmen don't know jack diddly squat about the town they're gonna live in.
This is bad. Very bad.
What are we gonna do about it?
We're getting the band back together.
This is Cassie. Talk to me. So we're getting the band back together!
I'm the good tourism host.
And I'm the bad tourism host.
And you're gonna tell us what you know about having fun in Boston, right? Freaking now.
I'm so confused. You guys supposed to be like cops?
We're getting the band back together.
You know we left the band a long time ago.
There's nothing you can say to get us to join the band again.
You know, we're just getting the band back together.
Welcome back, band.
Glad we brought you guys back together.
So are we like actually gonna play music or?
No! We're here to promote our new show, Jump in the Air, Freeze Frame, and Have Fun.
Oh, heck yeah!
Let's go!
Be sure to watch Backyard Boston on the Emerson Channel.
Sports.
Entertainment. International.
Politics.
Evening news. Keeping you informed.
Here at Improv Smash, our comedy is on fire.
Oh no, not again! Ah, how does this keep happening? No! Oh my God! Watch Improv Smash on EIV. You'll be left speechless. It's so good.
Welcome back. Now let's go over to Joe to talk about what's going on in the World Series.
Thanks, guys. If you, like many of our producers, didn't know, last night was World Series Game 6. And this October finale has seen it all, from late game heroics to a plethora of home runs. But Game 6 was something else, and everyone knew this World Series had to go to 7 games. It's just been too exciting. The Astros and Dodgers squared off last night with Houston ready to clinch, but LA forced a Game 7 thanks to Jock Peterson's 3rd home run in just 4 games. Game 7 will kick off tonight in Chavez Ravine. And it's official, TB12 is the Patriots' quarterback of the future, as New England traded backup QB Jimmy Garoppolo to the 49ers for a second-round pick on Monday. The Pats had previously traded Jacoby Brissett to the Colts, so now just have 40-year-old Brady left as their lone gunslinger. 5-time Super Bowl champ doesn't look to be slowing down anytime soon, as his team currently sits atop the AFC. And Emerson Fall Athletics concluded on Saturday as 3 sports wrapped up their seasons. Men's soccer collected their first NUMAC win, beating MIT 1-0. Women's soccer fell to the Engineers 2-1, and here's Matt Case and Olin Hayes with the women's volleyball update from the gym.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Brown Plocker Gym. I'm Olin Hayes here with Matt Case. We just finished the women's volleyball season here. The Lions falling short 3-1 against the Springfield Pride.
Yeah, they put up a good fight here. We saw them come back in the second set, and then they won the 3rd set, and we saw them capitalize on a couple of Springfield's mistakes, but couldn't quite get the job done in the 4th.
Yeah, it was very, very, very close in the 4th set. Emerson keeping it close at 25-21 at the end. Hallie Dewey had a great performance in her final game for the Lions, the lone senior playing for the team today, and she did a good job, but it wasn't quite enough for the Lions. They fall short here in 4 sets against the Springfield Pride, just missing out on a playoff spot.
College game day was a huge success, but Emerson Winter Sports don't start up for another 2 weeks. We'll have a men's basketball preview coming at you next Wednesday, so I'll see you then. Now back to Ross and Megan.
And now, it's the moment you have all been waiting for. This year's host of the 37th Annual Evie Awards. Drum roll, please.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here with the host of the 37th Annual Evie Awards. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so just for everyone, what made you want to host the Evies? I know it's a big thing here at Emerson, but what made you kind of want to step up and say, that's what I want to do?
You know, for me, I saw the show and I just loved the production. I saw the size of it, the whole thing, and I originally actually went for announcer. So I never thought I'd be hosting before, but I saw the way the production was going and I wanted to do host, so.
Awesome.
Yeah, me as well. I was just so impressed. And so I was like, oh my God, everyone gets involved. Everyone is showing off their talents at these things that are really hard to do. And so I just thought, how cool would it be to get involved in any way? And I love to play around, so I was like, might as well go for host.
That's incredible.
Personally, I thought it would be really funny if I hosted.
Fair enough. All right.
A lot of my friends have been involved in like different ways, so I really wanted to try out, and I didn't expect anything this year. I was trying to put my face in the door, as they say.
Yes.
But
Yep.
it was crazy.
So I know the process has been long for everyone, but for Jordan, it's been especially long. Tell me about your campaign, your push, your petition to host the Evvies last year.
Yeah, so last year was when I got this idea. So I started a petition which got about 100 signatures. And I thought maybe I could complain my way to being the host of the Evvies. And then unfortunately I didn't go to the auditions last year. So, you know, my petition was kind of pointless because my parents were in town. But I went this year.
All right, very cool. Well, so the theme of this year's Evie Awards is inspiration. So as creators, as people who work in media, what inspires all of you?
One word answer, Jordan.
All right.
Wow.
Jordan.
Love it.
Inspiring,
Great
fine
answer.
guy.
Honestly,
The
I'm
goat.
going to scaffold off of that and just say Jordan.
See,
Yeah, Jordan really inspires me.
You know, and I don't want to like go away from the grain here, so I'm going to say Jordan.
Yeah. So I would say probably my father and Jordan.
Right.
Wow, okay, so Jordan's a pretty inspirational guy from what I'm able to gather here.
Yeah.
And so, Julia, Moses, I hear you guys have a little bit of a hidden talent. Is there any chance that we can get just a little taste of this hidden talent today?
Okay. So this is how it's going to work.
Yes.
So I'm going to have you lay down a beat, maybe
Yeah.
tempo it.
Yep.
And I need one of you to give me a random word. It can be any word. People
What
give
do
me
you got?
orange in the past.
Sausage.
That's amazing. Before you start, I think everyone should drop this beat together for Moses.
Drop this together.
Okay.
I love it.
I
All
can
the
start it
hosts.
off. And
All right.
if you guys too, please. Feel
All right, we'll come in. We'll come in when the time is right.
Coming hard. Little side perk. Okay.
Okay. So I've been rapping and I'm spitting every day, and I've been coming Giulianti, I'm spitting but barely awake, and I've been going, I eat it up like sausage, I'm shooting in the game, and Julia, we take no losses because I love my co-hosts, because they do the most, they looking at it now, and I've been rapping because I'm Momo, but if you kept me on stage, you can guess I'd be the proper P-R-O-P-H-E-T, now that's my name, I think it's Lomo, wow. Yeah.
All right. That was awesome, Moses. Well, congratulations to all the hosts. I know it's going to be an incredible show. I'm really looking forward to being at both the Gala and the Majestic this year. It's going to be a really incredible show.
You guys are going to smash it.
Thank you. You guys are smashing it.
Well, we do what we can. All right, it's really just so awesome that you guys are going to be hosting it. If you had to pick one thing that you're most excited for being a part of this show, what's it going to be?
I want to rap, and I want to see Jordan.
There it is.
Jordan is the main star of this show.
He is.
I can't
No,
wait.
It's true.
He's going to live up to the expectations too. I know he's going to do
he
it.
is.
Oh, yeah.
He already has.
Yeah, wow. And it's not even 2018 yet. It's pretty incredible. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for waking up with us this morning, as you do every single Tuesday. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and day. I'm Ross Ketschke.
And I'm Maegan Cullinan. Remember to tune in next week at 9 a.m. for more Good Morning Emerson.